Hi everyone, welcome back to my vlog channel. So as you can see, Nicholas is joining me today. Today we're going to be filming a an engagement slash wedding Q&A. So I asked on Instagram for a ton of engagement questions, but a lot of them are relating to wedding. So we're just going to go through them. I really feel like you should have a ring on. It's not fair. I'm like walking around like everybody I'm taken. I feel like you should have one on.
Nah.
Let's get you a ring.
The ladies aren't ready for that yet.
Right, let me find these questions. So, question number 1. Church or non-traditional wedding?
Non-traditional.
Non-traditional.
Not into the church.
We're not religious.
Don't understand why people do churches when they're not religious.
Yeah, we're not religious, so we won't be doing it in a church.
Definitely not. Beach.
We don't know where. We'd love to do it
on
on
a
a beach. We'd love it to do it on a beach, but it may end up being just a field.
You're not going to be able to get anyone to that.
No.
A field.
How did you know he was going to propose? So I knew it was coming at some point, but then when we went on holiday, basically we did lots of different, if you watched any of the vlogs, we did lots of different things on each day. I organised pretty much the whole holiday. Nick knew what we were doing but didn't know anything about individual things, like Global Village, you didn't know what it was, what time it opened. Same with the water park, you didn't know you had an idea of where it was, but you didn't know what time it was, what rides were there, like you didn't know.
No.
But then with Miracle Garden, Nick kept going, well it opens at 9, so we need to get there early, and I was like, why do you know what time it opens? And then at one point I went, we might not go to Miracle Garden actually, because it's a waste of a day if we're just taking photos, and Nick was like, no, let's go, we should go.
You were testing me there, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
I've got a question.
Go on.
If you thought I might propose and you thought that would be the best place to propose, why did you then float the idea about us not going when you thought
No.
That makes no sense.
No, I didn't float the idea. I just thought, oh, we might not go, and when you responded going, no, we should go, that's when I thought, oh, maybe Nick wants to go to this place for something else. And then I was testing you when I kept going, are you sure? Are you sure? Do you want to go really? But originally I wasn't testing you, I just thought we wouldn't go. Where did he propose?
Miracle Garden.
In
there. In front of the love art. There's no set.
In Dubai.
Oh, in Dubai, yeah.
Miracle Garden in
Miracle
Dubai.
Garden in Dubai.
10 years is a long time.
Yep.
Did it not bother you that it took him a decade to decide?
I'll answer this. It shouldn't have bothered her because she said she wasn't fussed about marriage for the longest time.
No, it didn't bother me because we'd spoken about it. We always said we would get married. It wasn't as though we didn't discuss it, but I'm not hugely bothered by marriage. Like, my parents were together for 20 odd years before they got married. They're still together now. It didn't affect their relationship. And I don't think a marriage should affect your relationship in any way, really. Like, it's a lovely thing to have.
I feel like if you need to put the marriage label on your relationship for it to work, then it doesn't really work.
It shouldn't really be a relationship.
It shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. So we knew that we were strong enough without needing a piece of paper confirming it. Yeah. We still want to get married.
Oh, I have that paper.
Still love the idea of being married and the wedding and the hen do and the stag do. But it's never been something that I've been like, we need to get married, because it doesn't prove anything to us. So
that's just us.
Yeah.
That's
our personal opinion, but we did discuss that. So it wasn't as though I was waiting for a marriage proposal for 10 years. I think like 1 year or 2 year in, we were like, we'll probably get married.
If it was, I would have done it in a week.
Yeah.
Aww. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, because I had a boyfriend, but you know. Did you choose or give ideas on the style of the ring? Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes. We looked at rings, and I'd made some comments like, oh, I'd rather it was gold, I'd rather the band was a little bit thicker. And we walked past ring shops. I was like, Nick, which ring would I choose? And he got it right like every single time. Yeah. Can we see a close-up of the ring? I will insert. I just poked myself in the nose, because then I've got to wait for it to focus and stuff. It's not really going to work. So I will put it on the screen. Are you having a small or a big wedding? Small-ish.
Quality over quantity. Plus also, the more people there is, the quicker they leave and get out, and then you've got a huge hall.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah, you've got a huge hall and it's empty.
That's my...
Almost like, every big wedding.
My wedding must is, I want it to feel intimate. And I want, like, the dance floor to be... I want almost the venue to be too small for the amount of people.
Yeah.
So that it feels close, rather than it just being an expanse where it's not filled and then it feels empty. That's my like one wedding thing. I'm like, please, let's not have too big of a venue.
Well, that's the thing. It is well, I haven't been to that many, but everyone I've been to, at the beginning, loads of people, but then an hour in, they all get off. Well, the fringe people get off, and then the place is empty.
Do you have a wedding date?
No. I don't know what we're doing.
We don't know what we're doing. We have no idea.
Got no idea.
Like, no idea whatsoever.
This could take as long as the proposal to get done.
This could take a long time. We don't have a clue. Oh, also, just while we're here, thank you to everyone who said congratulations and wished us well and all of that kind of stuff, because it was overwhelmingly sweet, and I'm very, very grateful for all of your congratulations. Do you have a vision for your wedding, or are you going to look around first? I feel like...
I've got a vision for what I want.
Which is on a beach, which is
like a small ceremony on a beach, but then trying to get everyone that you want over. Yeah. It's just, they've got to spend money. It's like, it's just not fair as well to make them pay $1,000 or something to go abroad.
I think we've got lots of small ideas that need tying together, but that could also completely change over time. Will your wedding be white with pastel colours?
So I've got no choice, really, honest.
Shut up, you've got a choice, but you love most of the things that I point out. So in our relationship, so often I'll be like, I love this, and Nick's like, yeah, it's nice. Or there's not really much that I say I like that you dislike, but every single time I go, I really like this, and Nick goes, I don't really like it. We just don't do it.
Yeah.
So
as rarely happens.
But I have shown Nick a couple of photos of like white with pops of pastel.
Yeah, no, I like
and
that.
And Nick likes it. So
well, that's the good thing about white, is you can put anything with it.
Yeah, I think, but obviously this could all change. I think it would be white with pops of maybe blue and pink pastel, and then green, like, what's it called? Like leaves and stuff. Like, what's it called? Plants.
Shrubbery.
Like shrubbery, yeah. I feel like green shrubbery, and then just pops. Because I've seen like pastel weddings and I do not like it.
What, too much?
Yeah, too much. It's just a pastel wedding. I don't want a pastel wedding. I want a white wedding with lots of greenery and pops. Okay. I think. But we don't know. Again, could change. Could very easily change. Was the background where Nick proposed real? Because it looked fake.
No, it does look fake. It's that good.
It was amazing.
Couldn't believe
was so good.
It looks like you've edited
us in.
Yeah, no, that's real.
It's real.
You can go on Miracle Garden website and have a
you can look at it. But also, I vlogged like walking around that whole thing, and I just never actually put that into a proper vlog. Oh. No, I didn't end up putting it in because everything felt on that day. We were absolutely sweating our bums off. God. Like trying to get footage, but also being so excited about being newly engaged and walking around. The footage is just a mess. I've changed my outfit. Why is my voice gone? So hot, I cannot even tell you.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. It's not that busy, is it?
Unbelievable that I fell for that.
This is like Candyland to you, isn't it? How are you getting on?
Too hot.
Yeah. What's the temp?
Oh, like maybe 50 degrees. A slug has been quite literally scorched alive. Oh, is that? No, I think that's a flower petal. I instantly take it back. So hot that my phone's overheating. How's the camera? How much of your wedding have you mentally planned over the last 10 years? Nothing.
None.
I am apparently not one of those people. You know, like I've watched so many films where kids grow up planning their wedding, like girls, and they have scrapbooks and Pinterest boards. I just don't. I just never have. So when I told my best friend, she was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait to plan your hen do. She was like, so what's on your wedding board? And I was like, I don't have one. Honeymoon destination.
Ooh, I want to do Bali.
You want to do Bali?
Because we were going to do that.
We were going to go to Bali instead of Dubai, but there was a vaccination situation.
Or Maldives, but the problem with us is we want to do stuff, and I think Maldives is just
chilling.
Chill.
Which we probably should
Which we'd like
at some point.
I want to go mental, you know what I mean?
Would you want a relaxing honeymoon?
No, I want to go mental.
You want to go mental?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going mental, it turns out. Ideal wedding dress type, no idea yet. I have filmed a triangle wedding dress video on my main channel, which I will link for you. What vibe are you going for with your wedding? I want it to be bright, clean, modern, but intimate and cozy towards the end of the evening. So maybe like lots of fairy lights and stuff.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
How did Nick hide the ring throughout the trip?
Oh, so it wasn't hard though, because I've got all my own stuff, haven't I? It's in its box. So I thought I can't put that in something loose because you'll see a square. I hid it in my headphone case at first. Got to the hotel, took it out of the headphone case. Thought I can't put it in the safe because you're putting stuff in the safe. So I put it in a sock. And then I hid the sock underneath all the other socks. And then on the day when I was going to propose, I thought, well, I can't put it in my pocket because there's going to be a big square imprint in my pocket. So then I took this little shoulder bag, which I hadn't taken on any other day.
I know.
And I thought, I've got to then think about, okay, I need to make an excuse for why I've got this bag. So I said, oh, I've got too much in my pockets, Jazz, I need a bag. So I put my phone in it, I put money in it, I put stuff I usually have in my pockets in the bag with the ring. But then when I was going to propose, I was then fumbling around in this bag without saying anything to it, because I thought if I say, hold on a sec, and go to get in the bag, you're going to go, what are we doing? And watch me get a ring out. It's a nightmare.
Sorry, we had a delivery.
Technical difficulties.
And then the camera ran out of battery. You and Nick share the same ideas for wedding venue. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
We're both.
Well, I mean, right now we do, but when we get down to the fine details, probably have differences. But in terms of it not being a church, we both don't want that. We both ideally would want it on a beach somewhere. But
that would be our dream wedding. Would be on a beach. But we don't think we can get everybody that we want at our wedding to the beach.
There's no way.
So part of us thinks we could do like maybe a small intimate, like just parents and best friend. But then, even then, that's difficult because Nick doesn't have like a best friend. He's got a group of best friends, and if he brings his group, I've got to bring mine. Then it just gets very complicated. But our dream wedding would be on a beach.
So the answer is yes.
Yes. Sorry, I like to babble on. How nervous were you?
Very nervous.
You
I was very
didn't
nervous.
seem very nervous.
Yeah, because I was more nervous about making sure it was filmed. I was more nervous about that because I knew you were going to say yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Luckily, with my job being what it was.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's like, it made it a little bit easier because you were already going to be filming and taking photos on the day because we went there for you to take photos.
Yeah, so we went.
So it's half done. But
yeah, you chose a good one.
We were going to go to Bali the week, like literally 2 weeks before we were going to go to Bali. So I was scrambling to find places in Bali.
Yeah.
And then I found a couple of places.
Did you?
I didn't book anything.
Yeah, but you
found a couple of places. But then trying to figure out how I was going to get you to those places.
Yeah, because I do the trip planning as well.
And so then we changed it, and you said Miracle Garden, and I thought that was perfect. So.
Yeah. What are you most excited about and least excited about?
Most excited about just having everyone there and just having it's both a double-edged coin. It's making sure I'm excited about having everyone there and having a good ceremony, but then I'm also scared about
stressed about getting everyone there.
Not having everyone there and it being just a bit of a rubbish event.
Yeah. I'm most nervous. And this is just throughout my whole life, I've been like this with everything, which is why I never want big birthdays or anything. I'm the most nervous that people just won't show up. Like, I could cry thinking about people not showing up. That's my biggest fear about the wedding. Like, the cake could topple over, it could rain, the catering could be terrible. All of that, fine, if everyone's there.
Yeah.
If people don't show up, I will just internally crumble. Were you engaged before Sophie Louise or close together? So when we were in Dubai, I got a text message of Soph's ring and I was like, oh my god, Nick, look, Soph's ring.
And I was thinking, just you wait.
When I finally told the girls, Soph was so excited thinking that it was on the same day. She was like, oh my god, what date was it? And I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. I was like, I got your text before Nick proposed. And I've had some people have commented being like, this was so rude, stealing Soph's thunder. We didn't know Sophie was going to get proposed to. Nick wasn't just going to go, oh, Soph's just been proposed to. I won't bother then. Like, that's just madness. Will you be having a bachelorette party? I did not say that word correctly. Bachelorette party.
Hendon.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Strippers!
I'm
not me.
Yeah, you will. I'm almost more excited for that than the wedding.
Yeah.
I like a party.
Yeah. I'm going to do mine handover style.
No, please don't. Did your parents know before you did? Yes.
Yeah. Your dad did.
No, wait. They knew he was going to like you'd asked for permission from my parents to propose.
Yeah.
But they didn't know you were going to do it. Yeah.
I said to your dad, it was in the summer, I think, 2020 probably.
Blimey.
Yeah. And I asked permission, but I said I don't know when I'm going to do it because I can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
because of COVID and stuff. So I was like, I want to make it good. I'm going to have to wait till we're back to normal. What
made you... Oh, someone's commented, so I'm assuming this is from watching the vlog. What made you build it up in your head that he was doing it? So it was because Nick had said about the whole Miracle Garden, we need to go, it opens at 9. I had it in my head that he was going to propose. Like, really, really thought he was. And then as it got closer and closer, I suddenly thought, maybe I've made this up and it's just confirmation bias and this isn't happening, and I've just sort of made everything fit, like I've just made this up in my brain. And then we took photos at a different place and I thought this is when he's going to do it, and he didn't. No. And I was like, I almost broke down because I was like, oh my god, it hasn't happened. Not that I was sad that you hadn't proposed, but sad that I'd built it up and then there was no proposal, and I was like, oh my god, I had this thing in my head. And then we...
Threw you off there, didn't I?
Yeah, threw me off, and then we went to a different place and that's where you proposed. And then I was like, thank god, now I can have a little cry.
We had to go home, and then you spent the rest of the day in bed because you said you just couldn't handle it. Just wasted a day of the holiday.
Overwhelmed. But what's funny, what's interesting though, is that I didn't cry when you proposed.
It was afterwards, yeah.
Yeah,
You got changed and then cried.
I assumed that I would cry when you proposed. Just because everyone else does. Like, everyone seems to cry when they're proposed to, but for me, I was just like...
Yeah, it kicked in afterwards.
It was overwhelming afterwards, but in the moment, I was just like, yes. But it seems like a me thing to cry at that.
It does,
so
yeah.
It was
I
weird.
thought you would.
It was weird that I didn't cry, actually. Someone's asked where my play suit is from in the proposal photo, so I will link that down below. I'm not 100% sure they still have it in blue, but I have seen it in orange recently. I think it was from ASOS, but I will have the link down below. It was beautiful, by the way. That's almost it. I think a lot of these are now getting quite similar. How long had you been planning to propose?
About 2 years.
Has getting engaged changed your relationship? Not at all. And we didn't expect it to, and I don't think marriage will change anything either. No. It's just, for us, it is just a legality and a piece of paper and a tax thing. Yeah. But also a great party and a good time. Yeah. We have to include that. Did he have the camera set up for the proposal and you just didn't notice it, or did he tell you about it? I set up the camera.
We were already filming.
We were already filming for the vlogs, so I had a camera set up and a video camera set up at the same time, like on one tripod. So I was taking photos and then getting footage. So throughout the holiday, there is like footage of both of us. So he was very, very lucky there. But he did have a second camera as well. So he could have set that up if he needed to. But
I had my own just in case.
Yeah.
You went doing yours.
Lots of people asking to see the ring. Lots of people saying congratulations.
Thanks.
Did you cry? Oh, there's the question. Did you cry? No. Afterwards it was, I don't really know why, I was just, but I think, do you know what? I think I cried because I knew it was coming and then it didn't come and then it happened. And I think that was like a roller coaster for my heart. I couldn't deal with it. But I think if I hadn't expected it and then you'd done it, I don't know if I would have cried then, if I hadn't built it up in my head and then had it crash down and then had you propose.
Yeah.
How long were you dating before? We've been together, we met on the 5th of September 2011, but we've been dating since. And then it kind of, we don't know when we started dating.
We don't have a date on that, sorry.
We don't really have a date. If budget was no issue, dream wedding on a beach.
Beach, yeah.
Fly everyone out, have everyone stay there for the honeymoon, big party.
All you can eat buffet.
Oh my goodness, it would be insane if money was no issue.
Yeah.
Insane. Was Nick's brother involved in the proposal?
Nope.
No, he wasn't.
I did consider getting him involved because he lives out in Dubai, but it would have made no sense. I got him involved and he came with us on that day when you were just taking photos. That would have been suspicious.
Yeah, it would have been a little bit. Okay, last question. What was your guys' conversation before he went down on one knee?
What was our last conversation?
No, what was the conversation? What did you say to me before you went down on one knee? It was just a lot of love yous, my best friends.
Yeah.
I want to spend my life with you.
You don't want to hear that. It's embarrassing for me and awkward for you.
So yeah, we'll stop there.
Okay.
Nick is going to go back to work. I'm going to get some other work done.
It was a pleasure.
I hope you did enjoy. Let me know if you've got any other questions, but also please leave all of your wedding advice down below. I asked for this in another video and some of the advice has been brilliant. So I need you to leave more so that I can, like, I need to start making a note of these tips because some of them are really, really good. So let me know your wedding advice down below and I will see you in the next video and Nick will see you some other time.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya. I will say, if anyone out there owns a beach and they're not,
if anyone owns a plane
beach and a hotel and they don't care about making money and they're happy to book it out for us.
Yeah, I think I've got a viewer that has that.
Sound?
Yeah, that's brilliant.